D-backs hosting the Mets, and the Mets are minus 112 on the money line. The D-backs are minus 104. The over-under is at 9 runs. The Mets laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 140, meaning if you bet them that way, they must win by 2. And the D-backs getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 170, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. Senga didn't pitch against the D-backs last year or this year. The Mets have lost his last 3 starts as a team. They are 3-7 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 4 2/3 innings pitched and 6.5 strikeouts per game in those games. So keep an eye on his K line, see what it said it. For Davies, he pitched once against the Mets last year. 4 1/3, 5 runs, 4 earned. They lost that game 10-3 in New York. He struck out 2. The D-backs have lost his last 4 starts, or last 4 appearances. He's averaging 5 innings pitched and... They are 4-5 as a team in his last 9 appearances. He's averaging 4 2/3 innings pitched and 3.7 strikeouts per game in those games. So both of these pitchers on losing streaks. So we'll see whose breaks tomorrow. Head-to-head, the home team is 5-5. The Mets are 7-3. The favorite is 6-4 on the money line. The favorite or the underdog getting or laying runs is 5-5. There have been 4 one-run games in their last 10 meetings, 1 in their last 4. The over is 5-4-1. However, the under is 6-4. The under 9 is 6-4 in their last 10. Now, I imagine that the roof will be closed for a 1 o'clock game in Arizona in the middle of the summer, and in case it isn't, the wind is blowing from left field to right field at 9.2 miles per hour. The last series that they played against each other was a 3-game set in Arizona. The Mets took 2 out of 3. It was last year. The Mets won 6-5, then the D-backs won 5-2, then the Mets won 6-2. In their last handful of games overall, the Mets have won their last 2 games. They are 4-6 in their last 10, 2-2 in their last 4. The under is 6-2-2 in their last 10 games. There's been a total of 5 runs, 9 runs, 5 runs, and 12 runs combined in their last 4 games. The Mets scored 2 runs and a loss, 4 runs and a loss, 4 runs and a win, and then 8 runs in a win. For the D-backs, they are 2-2 in their last 4, and they are 5-5 in their last 10. The under has hit in the D-backs' last 5 games, and the under is 7-3 in their last 10 games total. There's been a combined 7 runs, 8 runs, 4 runs, and 7 runs in their last 4 games. The D-backs scored 1 run and a loss, 6 runs in a win, 3 runs in a win, and 2 runs in a loss. I honestly trust Senga a little bit more than I trust Davies, even though the D-backs are leading the NL West, which is crazy to say, and the Mets are struggling right now. I do think that Senga pulls out the W in this one. I'm going to take the Mets with the money line, the Mets laying the runs, and I'm going to go under in this game. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.